a little over 2 years ago, when my wife and I were presented with this, we really didn't want to do it. We both are in education, we have master's degrees, and we really felt God was tugging at our heart stronger than anything He's ever told us to do before. And so we moved forward in faith, and we started using the products, and we built the business here and there, and we've been building the business. But we always kind of wondered, like, why are we doing this? And so about a month ago, we started really feeling God's Spirit telling us on multiple occasions, like, this is going to happen, and this business is going to grow, and it's going to happen very quick. And I want you to stay humble, and I want you to know that the abundance is not for you, it's for others. So I really feel like there's someone watching this right now. Maybe it's you, maybe it's not, but because there is a God in the universe that knew all of this was going to happen. Everything that's happening in our world, He knew it was coming. And so I believe that this message is for somebody. So I'm just going to go through this, and I believe that God will bring the people that He wants to bring, and the people that He doesn't will move on. The name of the company is Viseo, and I'm going to go off my phone here. It's actually my wife's phone. It's a little fancier than mine, so I'm not really sure how to use it exactly. We're going to skip the video for brevity. What do you want out of life? I know that's hard to think about right now, but most people want more time, they want more travel, they want to be able to give more, and they want more money. And right now that's especially true. I just saw our governor for my state saying that the number of unemployment claims went from 200 to 1,000 per day up to 18 to 21,000 per day, and that happened overnight. World-class leadership. We'll go over that. A good cause, the right timing, good rewards, and disruptive science and products. This is Dallin Larson. We work with him in a different company. He has been CEO of the year. He just got recognized, the company got recognized as top 50 healthcare companies. They're not really a healthcare company, they're health supplement companies. He's also got the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year award. If you're familiar with that, it's the same award that Jeff Bezos for Amazon. So this is a guy that likes to run and run fast. So this is a good company to connect up with. This is the leadership team. That's his wife, Danielle, co-founder, and Dan, co-founder. And you can learn more about that after you get involved. One of the biggest problems with supplements is we don't absorb them. Right now is probably the biggest time in history that I've ever seen that people are not just tipping their hat to health. They actually realize that health is important. It's the most important thing that you have, because if you don't have health, you don't have anything. So Viseo has developed some liposomal technology. That's what they actually got recognized for their healthcare award. Again, you can watch all the videos that you want if you get involved. This is the award that they just got. Let me see if I can zoom. Yep, top 50 healthcare company award. It's pretty cool. These are some of the products that they have, and I'll put some of those up there, but Beleza is the facial cream that people like to use. It's a new product. That's the one right in the middle. I'm gonna zoom in on that. Actually, it doesn't zoom very well on that TV, but I'll put some pictures up. And then V3 is my wife and I's favorite product. It's all natural energy supplement. You just add it to water. Eternal, which is the one right on the end right there. And Eternal has antioxidants and polyphenols and all that kind of stuff in it. And we are taking a lot more of that lately. They have CBD, they have Core Complete, which is a vitamin that gets absorbed by your body. And if you can see, there's one right here, a little blue bottle. That one's called Sleep. That's my absolute favorite. If you've never had trouble sleeping, you're not going to understand. But if you've had trouble sleeping, my doctor says I'm a textbook insomniac. I've been on all kinds of stuff for sleeping. We don't claim that anything cures anything, but that stuff puts me out. Puts me out. I wake up refreshed in the morning. If they did away with that product tomorrow, I would be jonesing for it. CBD, that's big, gonna be big. I'm just gonna go through these real quick. Money's important, it's not the most important thing. Health, this is where it's at. Antioxidants, polyphenols, 10 superfruits. This is the kind of stuff that builds up the immune system. This is really good stuff. There's some more on that. And I know I'm going through this really fast, but The reason is, like, right when your back's against the wall, you just need to do something, right? So all these companies that are out there, they're all good companies. I believe that this one has the best compensation plan in the industry and the best products. But sometimes you don't need to spend a whole lot of time trying to figure out which is the best. So you just need to take action and get moving. You just need to produce results. And so I believe if you start moving in the next 30 days and let me mentor you, we can help start putting money in your pocket right away. That's Beleza. I'm sorry I'm looking down, I'm just looking at this thing. How liposomes work, they basically get through the skin and they get down to the tissue down below, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I was gonna have my wife go over the products because she really likes all the products. She's the product person. I like the business stuff, right? But they're good products. They're real high quality, top end, top shelf products. There's a lot of product videos. The gig economy. See, this is really interesting because, you know, you got Uber, you got DoorDash, Airbnb, Lyft. There's all kinds of ways that people can make money. But right now in this economy, even people that are doing that kind of stuff, it's getting more competitive and people are losing their jobs or they're not able to make money doing the jobs that they're doing. So the idea of doing something from home and not having to leave the house, I mean, just think of Uber drivers. Even if you're Uber driving right now, is that a word? Uber driving? If you're Uber driving right now, you gotta worry about who's getting into your Uber, right? If you're delivering food, you gotta worry about the people you're picking the food up from. You want something that you can do from your house, from the computer, social media. You wanna connect with people, but connect digitally. And it's also something that can scale. If you're driving Uber, you can only drive one person at a time unless they're in a group or unless you drop off a couple people and they agree to ride together. Right now, I'm scaling this. You put in your information, it puts you on this video. There could be 10 people watching this video at the same time. There could be 100, there could be 1,000, right? So that's scalability. Primo man, I want to be very careful here with everything that's going on, but the way these companies are set up, the compensation plan is set up for geometric growth. And we'll go over that a little bit, but some of the charts and graphs that you see lately with everything that's going on, that's a prime example of geometric growth. People get involved with a company like this. They share it with their friends. A couple friends share it with a couple more friends. And it starts growing organically. And then soon, it starts growing very rapidly. What we have going in the next 6 to 9 months is that we have a whole lot more people looking at something like this. They're looking at home-based businesses. People that might have never looked at a home-based business before are actually starting to do research. I've seen such an influx on my website of people that are spending lots and lots of time. Like, I can see what percentage of people are spending an hour or more on my site every day. And it went from like 2% of people spending over an hour to about 8 to 9 to 10% of people. It's been climbing. So that means people are coming to my website about network marketing and they're spending time digging in and really looking at, you know, is this a legitimate business opportunity? How does it work? How can I learn more about it? With Viseo, they've only been open a few years. Dowlin's the only guy in the industry I know that's taken 2 companies to $1 billion. And we're gonna go over where this company's at right now. But we are right here at the bottom. We're at the bottom of the curve, folks, and it's gonna shoot up real fast. So this is an opportunity that you wanna take advantage of. And as I said before, you know, you can or you can't. It doesn't matter to me. I feel like for whatever reason, I was put in a position for such a time as this to share this message with somebody. And if you're that person on the other side that needs to hear this message, then I look forward to working with you. And I'm gonna help you the best that I can. These are some people that have noticed what's going on with Viseo. Grant Cardone, he has a whole page where he interviews network marketing leaders, and he's making people realize that it is a profession. You can make good money in it, and you can do it in a professional way. Then you got Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful. You know, he's got a lot of quirks, but one of the things that he's saying here is for any company to go from 0 to $100 million in revenue in 2 years is incredible. And then you got Maria Ramirez. And she's a financial forecaster, and she's just saying that things are actually, let me see exactly what she's saying. With millions of new people entering the gig economy and the CBD market, no company other than Viseo is better positioned. And I would say right now, when you're looking at people looking for stay-at-home work, people looking for things they can do at their house, people looking for ways to increase their health and wellness overall, you don't have to be a forecaster to know there's no other company that's better positioned than Viseo. There are 8 ways to earn, and I'll put them all on the screen. Customer acquisition program, that's wholesale to retail. Everything works in drop ship in this company. So somebody wants to order a product, you send them a link for that product, they order it, the company drop ships it to them, you get credit for it, and that's how you get commission for that. 20% product introduction bonus. That means the first time somebody orders from you, you're going to get a 20% bonus on the volume from that. Team commissions. This is where you start getting into the big money. I don't like to talk about big money because you know what? Most people, if they can make $500 to $1,000 a week or $500 to $1,000 a month on the side, that's going to dramatically change their financial positioning. Yes, you can build it up as big as you want to go, and there's going to be people that build it that big. And that's because of the geometric growth. You know, when you get a sliver of a commission off of 5,000 people, you know, I'm just getting started. I've only been doing this a couple years, and in the last week, I've had more calls, more leads, more everything come in than I probably get in 3 months, 3 to 6 months in the previous 2 years, right? So it's gonna grow really, really fast. In those 2 years, I've got 2,500 people or so in my downline. I don't know the exact number, but it starts to grow quickly, and you don't know everybody, but it's growing, and it becomes a blessing. It takes time to get there. The learning curve, the growth curve has been shortened, I believe, by what's going on in the world today. Matching bonus. This is another way you make extra money. Basically, you get paid for helping people make money, right? So if you have 10 people and you help them make $500 a piece that week, you're gonna get a percentage bonus. You'll get 20% of that $500. It's not taken from them. It's already baked into the compensation plan. But let's say you help 10 people make $500, right? So that's $5,000 total that they've made. You're gonna get 20% from each of them. So 20% of 5,000 is what? $1,000. So your matching bonus for that week will be $1,000. Oh, that's a beautiful picture of us. All right, rank advancement bonus. That's when you move up in ranks, you get bonuses, and those go all the way up to $1 million. Global leadership pool, lifestyle trips, multiple business centers, all that stuff you can learn about after you get started. All right, team commissions. Team commissions is that section that they talked about, $28,000 a week. This is where your money's going to be made, and basically, you're building 2 teams, and you're building them as big as you can build them. You want to enroll 20 left and 20 right, and then the growth is going to happen where it happens. So in this example, you got 900 points on your left leg and 1,000 points on your right leg. You get 10% of your left leg. So that's $90, and then that goes down to 0, and then your right leg goes down to 100, and that 100 points carries over to the next week. Now sometimes people say, well, you only get paid on your lesser leg. You're not getting paid on all the work that you've done, but you are. You're getting paid 10% of both legs, they combine it. But what you got to understand is for the compensation plan to work and to pay out indefinitely, they have to pay you on the lesser leg. Because let's say I enroll 3 people. I'm going to put in Johnny. I'm going to put in Sarah. The third person I put in is going to go below Sarah or Sam or John or whatever I said his name was, right? Everyone goes underneath everyone else. So if someone gets a position and they don't do anything, for example, this guy, he got enrolled, he's got a team growing below him, he doesn't have a lesser leg because he hasn't done nothing. If you don't do anything, you don't get paid. That's just the way that it works. Nothing is free in this world. You don't get something for nothing. And so the way the compensation plan is set up, it works very, very well. The last company I was in was a binary. It's the strongest compensation plan that I know of in the network marketing industry, actually in any industry, because it allows for geometric growth and it allows the company to pay you for infinity. That means if you have 100,000 people on your lesser leg, you get paid 10% of their volume. If you have 500,000, you get 10%. I mean, look, there's a whole bunch of industry leaders who have thousands and thousands of people on their legs. It grows. It grows faster because it's everybody working together. I won't spend a whole lot of time on that. I like to draw it out in person once you learn it. If you get on, a video chat with somebody and you can draw it out and explain it and answer their questions as you go, that's something that works really, really well, because sometimes they just have to wrap their mind around that. These are some of the levels that you get, and there's some big money baked in there. But again, right now, your key to making money is to just help as many people as you can. Because if you help 10 or 20 people earn $200, $300, $400, $500 a week, you'll be making good money. Trust me on that. Just focus on taking your eyes off of yourself. I know sometimes it's tough when you're backed into a corner to take your eyes off yourself, but if you want to move forward, that's how you move forward. You start serving other people. So put your eyes on other people, and that's what I'm doing right now. You think I'm comfortable making this video? I am not comfortable making a video like this. I've never even done this presentation like this, so I hope it turns out okay. All right, don't wait. This is how you start, right? You enroll and you place an appropriate order. So it costs $49 to sign up. That's a one-time fee. And then you order the product that you want, and you get on auto ship. That means they ship it to you every 28 days, right? One product is gonna last you 1 month. So like this sleep stuff, you have to order 80 points of product. And I only say that because the sleep stuff is not 80 points, it's only 40 points. This is supposed to last a month. I only take half of what I need. It'll last me 2 to 3 months. If you get V3, which is another one of my favorite products, this is my wife's absolute favorite product, there's like 30 packets in here. This will last exactly a month. When you're running out, another one will come. And you can cancel that at any time, but you have to be on auto ship to qualify for getting paid. But you know what? So what? Turn it off in 30 days if you're not making any money. The way things are right now, just pull the trigger, move forward. I'll contact you, because as soon as I see that you enroll, I'm gonna reach out to you. We're gonna come up with a game plan, and we're gonna figure out how to move your business forward in the next 30 days. If you can't make anything happen in 30 days right now, you probably should quit, unless you like the products. I really think you're gonna get stuck on liking the products. This is how the Eternal comes. It's
all of your alarms are turned off.
Whoa. Okay. So it comes like this. And it's got all the information there. I don't know if you could read that. I can't even see the video, but you just take out a packet and you take one every day. We keep it in the fridge. After 30 days, you're set. So you're gonna pay the $49. You're gonna pick the country that you're in. I don't know how many countries this video will be getting seen in, but we are open in 11 countries. We're open in Hong Kong, I think Thailand, Singapore, the US, Canada. The page that you click on to enroll, it'll have a drop-down menu. You can just see if your country's available. If it's not available, I do have another option. It's a company that is also a binary. It has some health and wellness stuff. My wife and I are part of it just because we like one product. We're not really building it. Right now, the way things are, if you're in another country, I just talked to somebody this week that was from Nambia. I think that's how you say it. Viseo's not in Nambia, but the other company that we're with is, so I sent them a link to that. Just reach out to me and I can get you a link to something else. You're gonna get on LCP, auto ship, unlimited shipping for a year. Don't do that. Dallin, if you see this video, it should be like Amazon, right? When you're ordering a bunch of stuff, you might need to do that, but you don't need to do that. All right, first goal, you're gonna become a star, right? So we will set up a game plan for doing this, and we're gonna help you go star as fast as we can. That means you get one left and one right. If you focus on doing that over and over, one left and one right, and teach them to do the same thing. One left and one right. So there's a star maker bonus. So when someone becomes a star, you get 25 bucks. When you're a star maker, that means you help someone else become a star. You get $50. And the reason that bonus is there, and that's over and over, you help 10 people become stars, it's $50 each time. And it's over and over because the company knows if you do that, if you consistently find people that want to build a business and then help them get started, that's what's going to create the geometric growth. Because if I enroll you and I teach you how to get 2 people and I help you get 2 people, right? Then you're going to teach them how to get 2, and then they're going to teach. Now we have technology, which makes it a whole lot easier. Like I said, this is an app that comes with your distributorship. It's free. The lead capture pages, I've tested everything. I've tested ClickFunnels, which is what I'm using right now. I've tested Facebook ads. I've tested LinkedIn ads. I've used Craigslist. I've used all kinds of stuff, and they're different things work better for different things. But I will tell you, the lead capture page that the company puts out is my highest rate of people filling it out and giving me the most information and setting up calls. So that's a really good lead capture page, but we'll come up with a plan when we do that. And then you're going to teach that to your people too. So support tools, there's all kinds of support tools. There's pamphlets, there's brochures, but for the most part, you're not going to need any of that, because for the next 3 to 6 months, you're going to be working online, right? So there's all kinds of videos in this app that you can send to people. It'll give you a notification when they watch it, right? So that you know when to follow up, or like, hey, they weren't interested, they didn't even watch the video I sent them, right? So all that's embedded in the app. This is really exciting. My sister was a missionary in Africa for a very long time, and Viseo is building wells in African villages. And I think they've done, see if it's on this app. I don't know how many they've done. I want to say 50 or 60 or somewhere between 50 and 70 wells already in the last 2 years. They are building wells to help people, and that's how they're giving back. And that's really exciting. And that's actually one of my dreams, is to eventually be able to take my family on a missions trip and go help build a well. Actually, I would like to pay for the entire well. That's one of my dreams. So you just got into the inner circle. You know my dreams. Viseo Veterans Program. This is a program where if you're a veteran, you can sign up for free. I believe you don't have to pay the sign up fee, so that $49 is waived. I'm not really sure how it works. It might be a link. They just rolled this out, so if you go in there, try to look for a tab or something that says you're a veteran. International Convention, we'll skip that for now. And that's it. That's the entire presentation. I hope I didn't go too long. I thought I did all right for not doing it before. But this is what I'll tell you. You know, the Bible says, call to me and I will answer you and show you great and unsearchable things that you do not know. And when we got in this business, that verse was coming to me, because at the time we were praying for some way to supplement our income. And when this came, I was like, this can't be it, you know? But God was like, yeah, this is it. This is what I want you doing. I have a plan for it. You know, maybe it was for such a time as this. And if you've been praying for something and now you're sitting here watching this video, I don't believe in chance. I don't believe in luck. I believe in divine appointment. So if you made it to the end of this video and you're still watching, then I want to encourage you to just get started. So I'm going to put 2 links below this video. They might have shown up already. One of them will be for those of you that are very decisive and you're like, you know what, $49 and some product, that's less than $200 for 30 days. Shoot, I'm going to go for it. I might as well. What else I got going? That link's going to be there. That's what I encourage you to do. Remember, everybody goes under everybody else and everybody gets credit for everybody else. So once I get this tweaked where it's working, I'm going to be throwing a whole bunch of money into scaling it out so that everybody gets to hear this message. And I've already had some people starting to share it. I don't know how that's going to work, but I imagine that'll get the message out even more. So if you have the means and the desire and you know you want to do it and you know the risk, hey, it's just $200, I would suggest you pull the trigger right now, because like I said, 10, 20, 100 people could be watching this video. There might be somebody watching this video right now at the same time as you. I mean, they might pull the trigger, and if you schedule a call, then they would go in front of you. Whereas if you pull the trigger and then they pull the trigger 5 minutes from now, or they schedule a call and get involved an hour from now, they're going to be under you. just keep that in mind. But there's going to be two things below. One of them's going to be to schedule a call. You know, if you still have questions or if you just want to talk to us and kind of hear our hearts and hear what's going on, you can always go to wealthandeyes.com, and that'll give you an idea. There's about us on there. There's some success stories on there. You can look at them, or you can just schedule a call. If you schedule a call, make sure that you show up, because every now and then somebody doesn't show up for a call, and when you don't show up, you're taking that opportunity from somebody else who might have wanted that slot. You know, I only have so many slots, and when they're full, nobody else can take them. So, but if you know this is something that you might want to do, then I would just suggest you go ahead and pull the trigger, and we can figure it out in the next 30 days. Take care of yourself, stay inside, wear masks, wash your hands, just take care and be safe. God bless. I hope that we get to work together. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to talking to you, and I look forward to getting to know you.